Welcome back to Arxflix. Today, we're diving into an intriguing paper titled Language Modeling is Compression. This research explores the fascinating connection between predictive language models and lossless data compression. Here's a snapshot showcasing the concept of arithmetic coding with a probabilistic model. The fundamental idea is that predictive models, such as large language models, can be transformed into efficient lossless compressors. Let's break this down. The core of the paper builds on the source coding theorem by Shannon, which tells us that the optimal length of a compressed message is directly tied to the likelihood of the data. This essentially means that maximizing data likelihood is equivalent to minimizing message length in bits. So, training a language model to predict well is akin to training it to compress well. The authors tested this theory using models like Chinchilla 70B, comparing their compression performance to specialized compressors like PNG and FLAC. Surprisingly, Chinchilla, while primarily trained on text, outperformed these domain-specific compressors on image and audio data. For example, Chinchilla compressed image heat patches to 43.4% and LibreSpeech A samples to 16.4% of their raw sizes, beating PNG and FLAC's compression rates. The researchers conducted extensive experiments to evaluate these models' ability to compress data across different modalities: text, images, and audio. They used 3 datasets: NWIC and for text, image, NUT for images, and LibreSpeech for audio. The results showed that foundation models like Chinchilla are versatile, general-purpose compressors. Even though these models have enormous parameter sizes, they can adapt to different data types through in-context learning, allowing them to achieve impressive compression rates. One critical finding is the relationship between dataset size and optimal model size. Larger models performed better on larger datasets, but showed diminishing returns and even worse performance on smaller datasets when adjusted for model size. This highlights that scaling models isn't universally beneficial. It depends heavily on the dataset size. Here's another illustration comparing JIP and Chinchilla for text data generation from the NWIC 9 dataset. As shown, Chinchilla's predictions are much more coherent than those generated by JIP. The paper also delves into tokenization, which acts like a form of pre-compression. Tokenization schemes can affect the final compression rates significantly. Increasing the number of tokens can boost compression performance for smaller models, but larger token vocabularies might harm performance for big models due to increased prediction difficulty. Viewing language models through the lens of compression can provide novel insights into aspects like scaling laws and in-context learning. Importantly, it underscores the point that a model that compresses well also generalizes well. To wrap up, this research reveals that large language models are not just powerful predictors, but also efficient compressors. This perspective could open new avenues for optimizing and understanding these models. As always, the intersection of theory and practical application in AI yields some of the most exciting insights. Thanks for tuning into Arxflix. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with the latest in AI research. See you in the next video. Thanks a lot to Element for supporting Arxflix and providing this wonderful voice.